Oh yeah, oh yeah. Welcome back to your favorite WMMA podcast. We back in the house, round 38 of the mashup. What's up, man? We back in the building. BJ in the building. Where you at, man? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm I can hear me. I think I see my levels, but just waiting on BJ come on in the building. What's up? We back in business. We back in business. What's up, Marcus Bell? Great benefactor over there, No Filter MMA. And yeah, Marcus, yes, sir. We're gonna talk about that. Yo, what's good, BJ? You here? We waiting on you. I know you said you were set, so just making sure your audio. Hope you make sure your audio is good. Yeah, we just waiting on BJ, but we got another good show, man. As soon as he get up in here, we got a few things to talk about. That's why I just had to go ahead and put the banner up, just to give me a reminder, not just for y'all, but this is a reminder for me because we got some stuff to talk about. We got some stuff to talk about. PJ better come on up in here because this concept was pretty much his idea as far as speaking on fight IQ. All right. We want to talk fight IQ. We definitely got to talk about that because even though we didn't have no major fights, all of the fights this weekend delivered to me, or this past weekend, Friday, Saturday. Um, Dang, man, I wanted to see that octagon fight with Pudilova. I really wanted to see that fight, man. But dang, I missed that fight. There's some other fights that I wanted to see too. I got to go back and watch this other fight with Ashley Yoder. I think it was like 2 to 3 weeks ago. Because just so y'all know, I was off Instagram like for the past 2 weeks. I just jumped back on last Friday. I was just taking a break from social media. So, I took 2 weeks off from Instagram. So I really wasn't like, you know, you know, in the loop with a lot of fights. I wasn't in the loop with a lot of like fight updates and stuff like that, aside from what I could find, outside of social media. And plus, I was just taking a break. Just needed to take a breather. But yeah, we just waiting on BJ to get that audio straight. But got a good show, man. We're gonna talk about this PFL card. Got to talk about Montana and her disappointing, disappointing PFL debut. All right, against Tatiana Postarnakova. And of course, we're going to speak on this Dakota DITCHEVA Denise Kielholtz fight. Of course, fights like this are always going to have fans kind of torn. You're going to find out who the true fan is, right? You're going to find out who the true fan is when it comes down to performances like this. Like, do you rock with your fighter all the way through the rough, rocky times? We'll see. UFC Belgrade. This was the first card in Serbia, right? Am I right, Marcus? Is this the first card, Belgrade, UFC Belgrade? This was the first card there. It seemed to have done pretty well. It seemed like a pretty packed house, and I mean, the women delivered. Well, not both Serbian women, but they delivered as far as bringing first round finishes, right? So I wasn't mad at that. Those were good fights. So we're gonna get some takes from both of us when we get on with when BJ jump on this mug. Let me see. BJ said he was having a little trouble with StreamYard. Okay, it might be your StreamYard connection. Yeah, just jump in, jump back out, and see what happens. Um, what else? Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, the Tough House. We gotta talk about the Tough House, which I'll talk about that before the Saturday's fights because that was crazy, man. That was crazy. Ooh, tough. This was a great season to Tough, y'all. This was a great season to Tough. What else? Oh yeah, PFL Charlotte. Got to talk about PFL Charlotte, and we got another fight weekend here. With two WMMA fights again, and the WMMA Q&A. I put a little post up. I had two questions from a subscriber. So we'll answer those questions. From a subscriber here. Shout out to her. Like I said, because people ask questions at the weirdest time. So I said, ask the questions here. But some of y'all act like y'all scared to ask there when you get put on the spot like that. But hey, I mean, if you want to ask me a question and you want me to answer, hey, I'll answer it. But sometimes don't be asking when I'm talking about something else. That's why I put that there. But yeah, I put that there, and shout out to her because she did answer over there. So yeah, she's got two good questions that we can answer. Gary Baldwin said, "I just learned about Haley Cowan's husband. Um, I haven't heard anything about him. What did you hear? What did you hear about him? Let me see. Hold on. Does it have something to do with like, you know, them splitting as far as fighting or what? Oh wow, I know, man. Okay, I see it now. Dang. Yeesh. Wow. I mean, that news is 2 years old, but I don't know if I heard about that. I don't know if I heard about that. Wow. Was he a coach or something? Oh, he was her husband and coach. Oh wow. Wow, dang man. I didn't know he was a straight up weirdo like that. Dang man. That's ugh. That must flew under the radar. You know, they try not for some reason they try not to put that stuff out there, which they need to. You know, just so y'all know, Haley Cowan's ex-husband and coach, Jacob Brennan, he was a weirdo, you know, with a minor. Let's just put it that way. All right. But yeah, I haven't heard about that. Maybe I have, but it's been a while. But sometimes the news, like I said, they try to hide that type of stuff, which they shouldn't. You know, as long as she's separated from him, she better not be with somebody like that anymore. You better be separated from him. So yeah. Anything else going on, like as far as WMMA world that I'm missing here? Let me see. Pudilova just can't catch a break though, man. Hold on, I want to pull that fight up. Pudilova against the double champion for Octagon. Okay, great benefactor said MVP needs a 105-pound division for the females. You mean like atom weight division? Yeah, I mean, now the MVP is there, MVP and PFL have merged. Maybe they'll do like an atom weight division. And maybe you'll see some of the smaller UFC fighters go over to PFL, and those fighters could make more money, right? I mean, hey, that's a thought. That is a thought. I mean, I'm really getting tired of them being stingy with like an atom weight division and a featherweight division, All right, let's see what we got here. What's going on, BJ? Your mic is still muted. You there?
All What's right. Up? This your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Guys, technical difficulties per usual. It wouldn't be the mashup if it wasn't for that. Episode 38. What's good, combo?
What's up, bro?
What's good,
just waiting
dog?
on you. We just waiting on you, man. We're just waiting on you.
Man, I'm telling you, listen, dude, man. It's like as soon as you started talking, bro, it just kicked me out of StreamYard. I'm like, man, what is going on?
Man, I don't even know. I don't know. Something wrong with StreamYard sometime here, man. But yeah,
bruh,
like I was telling everybody, man, look, we got this show here. I put everything in the banner so we can kind of just run through this on schedule, man, because it's a lot of stuff to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about, dude.
We got this
a lot to talk about.
Fight IQ business, man. What was your take, man, this weekend as far as let's go back to Friday, man. Let's jump right into this, man. You know, Montana, PFL debut.
Golly. I mean, you talking about somebody screaming at the screen, bro? I mean, you talking about literally screaming at the screen, dude. Mm-hmm. Like I was screaming, combo, because I could not believe that Montana, somebody who you've criticized in the past, a lot of people have criticized in the past for like being too ready to strike when she don't really have the technique like that to be doing that, like in that fight with Viviane Araújo. I remember you putting her under heavy scrutiny, like why wasn't she trying to take her down? Like why wasn't she employing that strategy with Araújo? You know what I'm saying? And this was a fight to me where Montana, I think by now, I got to be hard on Montana a little bit because Montana can be frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Like for me with Montana, it's like she picked the wrong time to not fall in love with the striking. You know what I'm saying? Like this, the one time where she actually was having the success on the feet. You know what I'm saying? That she wanted. She was looking good out there. I must give her that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nice head movement out there. Like she was looking pretty good, landing some good shots, head kicks and stuff like that. But she kept wanting to go into that. What is it about this clinch? Like people who are not good clinch fighters keep wanting to go there with these people. You know what I'm saying? And she kept putting herself in those I get Montana's a good grappler, but obviously she wasn't as strong as POSTARNAKOVA. Like clearly you're not as strong as POSTARNAKOVA. Clearly you're losing those exchanges. Stop putting yourself there. You know what I'm saying? Like keep the range. Like be big on POSTARNAKOVA. Keep the range. Keep the distance. Like piece her up from outside. Like put that jab in her face, man. And it was horrible fight IQ combo, and I'm just like, what is going on? But as a Montana fan, I must say, it was glad to see how she was speaking after the fight, like what she said after the fight on social media. She said it felt good for her to be in there, but she did feel a little bit behind. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a long layoff. You know what I'm saying? I get it was a switch between promotions, etc. You know what I'm saying? But at some point you got to flip that switch. Like she got to flip that switch, man. Even if you feeling like you behind, like flip that switch. I'm glad she felt good in there, but that was a crucial win that Montana needed. She needed to win that PFL debut, and she did not win that PFL debut, man. And it all came down to fight IQ. Because POSTARNAKOVA was losing on the feet, man, and you could tell like you could tell POSTARNAKOVA did not feel comfortable there. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, you could just tell she didn't feel very comfortable on the feet. Like she felt like Montana was beating her on the feet, but Montana didn't feel like she was beating her on the feet, which is the problem.
Yeah, you know me, I'm always very critical of Montana, and this is another situation where it's no exception, man, because I can't say, oh, she was robbed, because I saw some people online, in the comment section after the performance of this fight, and I can't sit here and say this was a robbery. I think Montana had the chance to win it, but she gave it up. She made a lot of bad choices in this fight, and it was her to stick to a game plan because, before this fight, I went back and looked at a little bit of that post of POSTARNAKOVA versus Alora Dana, right?
Yeah.
And Alora Dana, she was landing some good strikes on POSTARNAKOVA. I mean, she dropped her. I think I texted you that. Like, Dana dropped POSTARNAKOVA in one of them. I think it was the first round. So when I saw Montana using her length a little bit and landing some good shots, I was like, man, she might have a chance because POSTARNAKOVA, her striking defense really wasn't all that.
Right.
She was there to be hit. So I don't understand like why Montana, like after a head kick, she would go in and clinch, or land a right hand, and then like when POSTARNAKOVA would come in and clinch up with her, she wouldn't like shake her off and go back to striking.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Like get out of that get out of that close quarter situation there. Like and Montana, I don't know if she hurt POSTARNAKOVA, but when that second head kick landed, like there was a window for Montana to just keep her at range and just bust her up. You know what I'm saying? And what did Montana do? She just rushed right in to the clinch. You know what I'm saying? I think it's an instinct thing with her being a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like the moment she kind of saw an opening, you know what I'm saying? It's like she kicked POSTARNAKOVA with that kick, man. Or no, it wasn't a kick. It was when she pushed POSTARNAKOVA down out of that. When she got up, like when they clinched for a second, she pushed her down. And Montana had an opportunity to work her right there, and she just rushed right into a clinch, man, and got put in a bad situation in that third round. I'm just like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, that didn't make no sense to me. That's why when the card was read, if people had it 2-1 for Montana, like the first round, the second round, fine. But I thought POSTARNAKOVA did enough to win the second round and the third round. The second round, I thought she did out grapple Montana. I thought she did, she did a better work on the ground. She made Montana almost look average on the ground, as far as like, well, she did. She made her look average when it came to her striking. I mean, not her striking, but her grappling. And then the third round, is whenever she went in there and just kind of gave up the moment where she could have landed like a big head kick or a punch, and maybe
Right.
taking POSTARNAKOVA out. So I was like, oh boy, she just threw this round away. And you could hear her coaches telling her
Yep.
what to
Yep.
do, get busy in there, get busy in there. But she just kind of fell behind. And I can't really put that on the layoff because she's always kind of done that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like she gives people the opportunities to. She gives people openings. Like Montana gives people a lot of openings that she shouldn't be giving them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where was I'm looking, I guess I'm always like looking at that Montana that fought Ariane Lipsky, that patient, big, dominant Montana. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who she was in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And she hadn't been that. She hadn't been that in quite some time. You know what I'm saying? She did kind of big sister Andrea Lee a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like, I don't know, man. It's IQ thing for her. And she kind of her cardio looked kind of suspect. She kind of slows down. Last couple fights, Montana done slowed down a lot in that third round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's is she cutting too much weight? You know what I'm saying? Or is that a thing? You know what I'm saying? Because she has looked slow in later rounds in these fights. So she's only been in 3-round fights. And lately in the third round, she's been slowing. She definitely, and I went back and watched that Andrea Lee fight. She slowed down in that third round too. You know what I'm saying? But it was bad IQ out there. And POSTARNAKOVA didn't have to do anything out of the box to beat Montana. You know what I'm saying? Like POSTARNAKOVA went out there and had a classic POSTARNAKOVA fight. And that was it. Like Montana, she had to overcome the striking, but she knew she was a better grappler, the stronger grappler. So she took full advantage of that. And Montana kept giving it to her. And I'm just like, what is happening?
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering now, like, where does Montana go from here now? Because you can't really ride off the UFC experience with some of these fighters because they got a lot of experience, but the reason some of them are on these losing streaks that haven't really broke like the top 15 is because of like their IQ and their like lack of wanting to pull the trigger sometimes, and what's working. So I think, yeah, IQ is something with Montana. Like she doesn't stick to what's working. Like when something
Right,
is, in there and it's working, you just got to stick with it. You just
right,
have to really stick with it. And I think that's something that you see other fighters like just succeed in. Like when you see somebody like Fatima Klein, came from jujitsu, came from grappling, but when she's on the feet and it's working, she's out there having fun. She out there beating girls up with the hands. You know what I mean? She putting hands on girls.
yeah. No, you're right. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, people. The sport does move past people. I don't want to say that about Montana because Montana could come out in her next fight and look like the Montana we was hoping to see in this fight. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
mean, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it moves past you. But I know you said you don't want to chuck it up to a layoff, but that could play a role in it. She ain't fought in 2 years. I mean, whether it plays a role or not, it's the fact that she ain't fought in 2 years. So, I mean, that could be. I don't want to make it. I'm not making excuses for her. But she herself said, she felt like she was a step behind. But Montana got to fight through it. I've seen a lot of fighters fight through that ring rust. Look at Veronica Macedo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Look
yeah.
at how Veronica came back. And that was what, 4 or 5 years, 6 years?
Man, she was out for almost like half a decade.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, look at how these girls come back. I think another thing that Montana needs too is she needs a different training camp.
I
Not
think
like she
so.
needs to abandon her husband's gym, but she needs some looks. She needs some looks for sure.
Yeah. She's got to be like put in more uncomfortable like situations, when it
She
comes
needs
to,
to go to Thailand. She needs to go
yeah,
to
like
Thailand.
really, yeah, she needs to be in uncomfortable situations where she's really like having to, utilize whatever is her weakness and force her to get better at it and stick with it. Because
Exactly.
after watching that performance, like I said, I don't know, man. I don't see her cracking top 10 at the PFL flyweights because, PFL flyweights. I mean, people
It's
always
getting
say,
tough.
"Oh, Well, people always say, look, Dakota is fighting like cans or whatever, but man, like these girls are pretty tough though. These girls been putting on fights. I mean, we getting stoppages from PFL like, every
Yeah,
other card. So
yeah,
um, you can't come over here just saying, "Oh, I'm from the UFC." I mean, even Viviane Arujo, she learned that because Vivi, she didn't even stop Shanna Young.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like she didn't even stop Shanna Young. Listen, these PFL girls been whooping up on these UFC girls, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They've been whooping up on these UFC girls, and that's just it is what it is when it comes to that, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been whooping some UFC girls, and the UFC girls gonna have to they have to do something, dude. They have to do something.
Yeah, because Shea
Something got to be
Bowers,
done.
Shea Bowers, like she's fighting this weekend too, but she looks like a potential that could go to the UFC. She's been
Yeah,
calling like she's ready. So, um,
right.
these other girls like that's coming from the UFC, they really need to watch out. I mean, Ariane Lipsky, she kind of learned, right? She learned, the hard way and found out that she just didn't have it anymore. So
Right.
because even Jenna Bishop's still holding it down over here. So you can't just come in there and think, oh well, I can go over here and dominate, get a belt. No, like PFL belt's gonna be just as hard to get. So yeah,
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
worried about Montana over here, man.
And they got a big boss too. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the line, if you get that far,
Yeah,
you kind of got two big bosses. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Elias Carmouche and you got Dakota Ditcheva. So those PFL girls, they kind of got two big bosses, bro.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Take your pick,
So,
right? Take your pick.
right, yeah, yeah, for real.
Hey,
Take your pick.
speaking of Dakota, man, after about a
Oh,
year off, man, she came back up here and got this victory. Like,
come on,
I'm
man.
hearing a lot of, discussion about it, the performance. You know, I went back, like I said earlier the week, and I had to give Denise Q-Host a lot of credit because Denise is a kickboxer. So I was like, you know what, Denise, I don't see her folding in this fight. I really don't see her folding, like, as far as, just going down like some of the other girls. And I think styles definitely make fights. And if you're a striker and you're built for it like this, I can see how she was able to withstand a lot of the power in some of the shots coming from Dakota. But I see Dakota, getting booed at the end. She didn't get like a post fight interview or anything. Like, do you think that came from not getting the stoppage, like the lack of like giving her an interview? Like, what was your overall take? Was her performance that disappointing, man?
No, to me, no. I mean, okay, let me put it like this. They starting to see that Dakota is a fighter. If she's not some unbeatable force that just can plow through everybody with ease. You know what I'm saying? When they start, like, that's what I'm saying. That's like it's a double-edged sword to start off so hot. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah,
double-edged sword to start off so hot, because everybody was expected. The expectation is so high for Dakota. The same kind of thing happened with Kayla Harrison, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it slowed. The only difference is I think it slowed down Kayla Harrison's confidence a little bit. I don't think it slowed down Dakota Ditcheva's confidence, but I think it kind of the audience is responding to Dakota Ditcheva differently than what they responded to her in the
yeah.
past. You know
It's
what I'm
almost
saying?
like they didn't really expect Dakota to ever be in like this tough fight. That's what I'm saying. Like fans get on my nerves sometimes. See, that's why I
Yeah,
watch these fights, like understanding, of what can happen because I don't care how many knockouts your favorite fighters got. There's gonna come a point where somebody's not gonna get stopped. I mean, it started last year with Sumiko Inaba. You know,
yeah,
it started that year, and now we got another opponent. Like I said, as the competition gets stiffer, and the tougher the girls are, not everybody's gonna go down. So it's like you have to understand, like, not everybody is set up for a knockout like that. So you better enjoy the ride while you can, with all these highlight reel knockouts because, like I've said, they will stop. And people got mad before. I said, "Oh, I just told
well,
the
yeah.
truth. Like,
I'm gonna let
whenever
you
she
talk.
fought girls like Chelsea Hackett, did she ever fight D. Begley, Tyler Santos, whoever? She was like beating these girls because they weren't built like that. Body wise, they weren't built like that. But the minute she run into like this, it's like, oh man, like she ain't this, she ain't that. I'm like, girl, man, she's throwing with everything she got, you know, against a fighter like Denise Kielholtz who's seen things like this before. So she's not just gonna go down, you know.
I'm gonna let you say it, bro. Because if I say it, then I get called a Dakota DITCHEVA hater.
Oh, I don't care. You know me, I say it, man.
Hey, let me in, combo.
Oh, okay, hold on. I see your other. Got you. Okay, you there? All right.
4, 10-4.
Yes, sir. That's much better.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. What you want me to say, man?
I mean, dude, look, it's for me, dude. I'm telling you what I'm telling you.
Okay.
You know, I'm just telling you what I can only tell you what I say, Carbo. But if I start,
Uh-oh, hold up now. You breaking up.
you know, I'm trying to say it as no filter as possible.
Hold up, you breaking up.
Man.
Hold up, man. Your quality was good, but it's like your connection's messed up, man. Where you at? Oh man, that was a good quality mic too, man. What happened, man? You got to get back on where you was on, BJ. We lost you, man.
Dakota DITCHEVA.
BJ, you hear me, man? Can you hear me at all? Whatever you say, man, is getting lost. Yeah, man. You in and out. You in and out on this one. Yeah, you really in and out. You got to come back in. All right. Hold on. Come on now. Where you at? I'm gonna have to remove you, then you come back in. All right. Got to take him out on that. Man, the audio, the quality of your audio was good, but your connection was bad. So you might have to go back to the other audio, man. Okay? I hope you hear me. You got to get back on with the other audio, BJ. Hold on, let me see if I can text him here. I gotta tell him get back on the other mic. Oh man, dang, you gotta get back on the other audio, BJ. I don't know where you at, man. Cause I really want to hear what you got to say about this. Cause until then, now whatever it is you got to say, like I don't know, like about the code. I mean, to me, when you've been texting me behind the scenes, I mean, I ain't heard nothing wrong with what you said. I mean, just telling the truth off what you saw. Like this performance here. Hold on, let me see. Dang, BJ, where you at, man?
I'm here.
Yo,
can you hear me?
We ain't heard nothing, man. Now I hear you. Did you hear me that whole time?
I was listening. I caught the last tail end of it.
Man, that whole time you were talking, man, no, we couldn't hear you at all. I can't. You gone again?
No, I'm here.
No, man, like you were in and out. I ain't hear anything you said.
Let me switch, man.
Yeah, you got to go back to go back to the other one, man, because you in and out big time, man. Like, yeah. All right, how about try this? How's that?
I don't know. I don't know what it's doing, dude, but it's StreamYard be tripping sometimes, bro.
All right. Okay, yeah. Like I said, the quality of the other mic was good, but the connection was bad. This is good.
Yeah. Okay.
I can hear you better on this one.
She was supposed to take Denise Kielholtz out, dude. Denise Kielholtz was way small in there, bro. Like way small in there. And I'm just like, why? Okay. And she was beating her up, dude, but it was like she didn't pull that trigger, like pull the trigger. And now we've seen that 2 times now. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that 2 times now. Like the smaller the fighter, the harder the time the DITCHEVA has to finish them. You know, I'm like, finish these small fighters, man. These small girls fight you and you ain't going there.
Wait, what'd you say?
Man. No, I'm saying like these small fighters, man. Like, why she not getting these small fighters out of there like that?
Well, I don't think it just comes down to the size. I think it comes down to, like I said, the durability. You know, like if you look at a fighter like Denise Kielholtz versus Jenna Bishop, right? Two
Right.
different body, two different body types, two different styles. Like Jenna Bishop, you know, she doesn't really have the same type of build like Denise Kielholtz, and she's not really built like a striker, like a Muay Thai striker or a kickboxer, right? One that's been taking shots like Denise Kielholtz her whole career, you know?
Right.
So
Okay.
Denise knows how to like weather the storm and absorb a lot of those shots. Cause Denise used to work with Joanna, she used to work with
Yeah.
Joanna. Joanna's built different. Joanna could take shots all day. Like I bet prime Joanna at 125 versus Dakota would be like a decision, you know?
Oh,
It,
absolutely.
it would probably be a
Absolutely.
decision, if they went back and forth. So I think that's one of the reasons she wasn't able to stop her, weight aside. Um, but somebody like Jenna is a grappler, her core is a little different, even like I said, her chin as far as taking shots, she's never really been hit like that before. But you see Denise took some good body shots. She took Tyler Santos.
She
Tyler
had a,
Santos,
she had Denise
Tyler got
Blink.
the abs and everything, but you see Tyler, as soon as she got hit to the body, she went down. So I think it's just a factor of durability here in Denise Kielholtz, not really just size, but it's like this, man. Like I said, when you look at what Denise Kielholtz is, she is a kickboxing champion, right? That stands for something. That
Yeah.
still stands for something, because kickboxing champion versus, another stand-up fighter means that she's going to give her a test. She's still going to give her a test. I don't care, if it's been a long layoff or what. Like, I was a little worried for Denise, but, stand-up versus another stand-up fighter was going to lead to a performance like this. So I don't know why the fans are so mad. I mean, it just proof that they don't know who she was fighting,
She had Denise blinking though.
She what? I didn't hear you.
She had Denise blinking though.
Oh yeah. I mean, I missed that. I mean, what you mean?
Like she hit Denise one time. Denise started blinking. She
Oh wow.
did. She hit her to the body one time, and Denise started blinking. Man, I was like, oh,
She took it
oh,
though. She didn't go down
she
like most
took
of these girls though,
yeah.
because she got hit to
And
the body a lot, and she was still up in there.
but I didn't really see Denise really land anything of any. I didn't see her land anything significant. Like I was watching, man. Like I was watching, and I didn't see her land anything significant. Like everything
No.
she threw, like Denise was. Dakota was out of the way of a lot of the stuff that she threw. Maybe she caught a couple punches here and there, but I mean, it was a clear size. It was even a bigger size difference between her and Denise as there were between her and Sumiko. And when Sumiko fought Denise, Sumiko looked bigger than looked bigger than Denise. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Denise coming in even smaller than that, it just it was a clear reach difference as well. You know what I'm saying? Denise she couldn't get in, enough to really land anything hard on Dakota like that, man. But yeah, dude, her next fight, listen, if her next fight ain't Liz, which I'm not expecting it to be Liz. So I'm really not expecting her next fight to be Liz at this point. I don't think that she really wants to fight Liz. I'm about to get drugged for that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think she really want to fight Liz. But if her next fight is not Liz, bro, she gotta fight somebody. She gotta fight somebody else, dude. She gotta fight one of these good girls. She either gotta run it back with Jenna Bishop, or she gonna have to fight like a Shea Bowers or somebody like that, bro.
No,
Or like a Shannon Clark.
I'm not taking anything else except Liz. It's got to be Liz to me.
Damn, Combo said it's gotta be Liz.
Yeah, I'm not taking nothing else. Not anymore. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, that's the next fight.
I just feel like she really don't want. I just feel like she don't really care to fight Liz. Like she don't really want to fight Liz. Because what is
I think she does. I think this is my thing. Going all the way back to when I talk about Dakota and, you know, fans just talk crazy. I don't think, like I said, Dakota's not making the matchmaking. All right. Like, she's not the one deciding here. Like, PFL is the one matching her up. Just like when they did the tournament, it was them that were putting her in there with the fights that were easy. Because let's be real, they were easy because they were matching her up with the losers in the tournament. Remember? Like,
but nobody else had it easy like that though.
what'd you say?
Nobody else was having it easy like that though.
Exactly. That's my point. That's
Like
my
the
point
whole
because
tournament,
she's their money fighter, right? She's their money fighter, so they're gonna like feed her the easier fighters. They want to build her up because she's got the look and everything, and you know she's making the money over there. So she's gonna be that girl that they feed, you know, the easier fighters to. So it's not her fault. Like, I don't think she's ducking anybody. I don't really think she's ducking anybody when it comes to, you know, whenever, you know, oh, this fight's gonna be made. Oh no, she's scared. No, I don't really think Dakota's scared. I never went on record to say that. I just said she needs to fight better competition.
yeah.
You know?
Mike Lee said Dakota did call out Liz after the fight. I must have missed. I didn't watch anything after the fight, so I mean, if she did, I didn't see it, but I also wasn't looking for it either.
Well, Liz has been said she wanted to fight, so I just think that it just comes down to the PFL wanting to make that fight now, and you can't really build it up anymore because I'm gonna be honest, like Shea Bowers, you know, she's got to fight this Friday. You know, she's got to look good in that fight, and then Shea Bowers got to get ranked because remember she still ain't ranked too. You know,
Which is
Shea
crazy.
Bowers, yeah, she
Which
still
is
ain't
crazy.
ranked. So to me, either if they did like the Paulina Venuska fight or something like that, that would make more sense. But nothing else makes sense really except Dakota and Liz at this point, you know.
Yeah, they just gonna have to. I mean, they're gonna have to put a belt on the line or something. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to put a belt on the line with a Dakota and Liz fight. You know, and I think it's gonna be different because Liz got that mid section. Like Liz got that mid section that can take some punches. You know, and stuff. You know, and take some strikes. And Liz kind of has that durability too. You know, veteran, and she knows how to fight, and she's strong. You know, and likes to be, and that's in that clinch.
Yeah.
You know, so and she likes to hang out in that clinch some, so Liz could take full advantage of her willingness to be there. You know, it'll be a good fight. Long story short, it'll be a good fight if it's made, but you know, I still don't think she want to do it. I don't think she really want to fight Liz like that. Have we not learned from Kayla Harrison how the golden people in PFL do? You know what I'm saying? Now look how much Kayla Harrison called out Cyborg. As soon as Cyborg got over there, what she do? She took off. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I can't. Go ahead.
I don't know, man. I give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, I think Dakota does want to fight Liz. I think Dakota wants to fight Liz more than more than Kayla wanted to fight Cyborg. I will say that. I do.
Real. Ooh.
No, I don't think Dakota's ducking her at all, man. Like, I think it's the matchmaking. I don't think she's a duck like that. I don't think she can go on record to say she could beat Valentina. I mean, yeah, you could be confident in yourself, but I don't see her beating Valentina. You know, shoot. I put it this way. Look, a prime. Let's say if Rose was like a full-fledged flyweight and she was prime in game, I think a Rose Namajunas that's full prime and hungry at flyweight could beat Dakota.
I think a prime Chuk could beat Dakota.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. That's like a style matchup that's different. I think the thing that I think Rose beats her with slicker footwork, power, and jiu-jitsu. I think that's what's going to beat somebody like Dakota. I think footwork and counter punching.
You think Natalia Silva beats her?
It's possible. It's possible. But somebody like Rose, I think if her Rose was like 100% strong, if she was 100% strong, you know, just like,
That was tricky.
yeah, she's tricky. Exactly. Like
Yeah.
that's what I see in her game because Dakota's running through a lot of girls. She's not really having to adjust or really like go in there and do anything crazy like setting up check hooks and so on. She just
Right.
running through them. She just running through them, you know. And she kind of used that gear in this fight. Like she did a few things, you know, different, but overall her strength, length, and power is what carried her through this fight, you know.
Yeah, and another thing too is like she don't really throw combos like that. I noticed that too. Like she don't really throw a lot of combinations like that. Like she is a pop shotter, you know, as the fight goes on, you know, somebody like Rose would pick up on that. Like the smarter girls in the UFC would pick up on that and start
Mm-hmm.
throwing some combinations at Dakota. Like you said, like Rose's combinations with Rose's footwork and power, like, you know, that those could be bad for her, you know, and some fighters need to somebody I just is, you know, we talk about Dakota in the UFC. I still think there might be a couple girls in PFL that might give Dakota a run for her money. You know what I'm saying? Like if she run across one of the, you know, other than Liz, you know what I'm saying? I still think that not even other than Liz, I just still think that there's girls in PFL that can beat Dakota. Like I don't think that she may be undefeated, but she hadn't fought the best, all of the best girls at PFL right now. You know, so there's some girls coming up right now that look pretty good. You know, and if now she was to beat those girls, let's say
Yeah.
she beat Shea Bowers and etc. The rest of the girls that are coming up that are looking good, even a Tatiana Postarnakova. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to start putting her in the conversation now because she's looking good out there. She's also undefeated. You know, if she runs through these girls in the next couple of years or the rest of her time at PFL, then yeah, you know, we can start saying she's the best girl to come out of PFL. You know, but yeah, I need to see her. I think she still got some work. If she's gonna stay at PFL, she still got some proving to do at PFL.
I don't know. I think the only fights that would really interest me now is just Liz and Paulina Verniska. Like them two, I think are the most proven as far as like prime and young. Well,
Yeah,
young Paulina, you know, I think. And what is her name? The girl that beat Paulina, what's her name? Sabrina De Souza. You know, if she can get her act right, you know, if she can get on weight and get her act right, she might be somebody that could be an interesting fight for Dakota. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to think like when would they make this fight between her and Liz because Liz is ready too, man. Liz is ready. You know, Dakota didn't. What? Let me ask you this: like, did you really see like a lot of rust on Dakota in this fight?
well, no, because she didn't really have to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a tough, gritty fight and she made it through that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and somebody outworked her in that kind of situation, then I would say, yeah. You know, if Dakota got outworked in situations where she usually wouldn't get outworked, you know what I'm saying? Like then I would say, yeah, there probably was some rust there, but you know, she didn't have to do like Denise Killhouse never took her out of her element. You know what I'm saying? And I think
Yeah.
that just like, you know, if you go back to the Montana fight, Montana got outworked in places where she doesn't usually get outworked at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so to me that showed signs of ring rust. You know what I'm saying? Like she hadn't been in there in a minute. She hadn't felt somebody on her like that under the lights, under the pressure, you know, new promotion, new lights, new audience, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she got outworked in places that she wouldn't usually get outworked at, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dakota didn't ever get taken out of what made her comfortable. She was able to pop shots. She was able to freely punch to the body, kick to the body. You know what I'm saying? Like there was nothing that Denise was doing that was making Dakota. She gained no respect from Dakota. No respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 I think there was maybe just a little rust. Like, I still think of her as, you know, being a young, youthful fighter too. So it really wasn't a lot to shake off. I think it was just her dealing with somebody that was, you know, durable, experienced, you know, because, you know, to me, like I said, it just comes down to the build of the fighter really here. Like, Denise was used to this type of punishment. Like the drills that like them Muay Thai fighters and kickboxers go through, just like toughening their
Yeah,
shins up and
they,
their bodies. It's like, dang, like,
they
wow,
go through.
how do they take them
They go
shots?
through. Yes,
It's
yes.
crazy. So I think I won't go on record like some people say, oh, Dakota's not good or like she been exposed. I just think that competition gets stiffer. She just doing what she doing to win, and
She's still winning.
she's
Still
still
winning.
winning. Exactly, she's still winning.
Yeah.
All right, let's we got to talk about this with BJ. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. I just watched it today, man. Tough House, man. Man,
Yeah, I'm gonna let you. You want me to lead this one, or you gonna lead this one? How we gonna do?
are you getting? It sounds like you getting situated, so I can go ahead and take the lead on this one. Oh man.
No, you good. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. First off, I gotta say, man, this has probably been one of the best tough seasons for like WMMA. Period. Coming into this one, I was like, when I saw the roster, I was like, yo, this roster right here is gonna be fire, and all the fights have delivered, man. I gotta tell y'all, look, I did say this last matchup, BJ. I did say I got eyes on Melissa Amaya, and I texted you the other day and said, you know what, I'm looking at Delphine as well. Delphine Benwish, but man, I just can't take my eyes off of Melissa Amaya's style, man. Like, this is what I've been talking about when it comes to being a well-rounded fighter, man. Like, and somebody that can strike. Like, Amaya is looking dangerous, man. Like, this girl is on top of that, the injury that she suffered in the house. Let's talk about that. Like, this girl had like a serious injury where she could barely move. They had to call like a medic, to see what was up with her back. And she could barely walk through the house. Like, she was having to rub that thing on her back and everything to try to get her straight. But she still is able to perform at a high level here. And that's what I'm saying, man. Look, the trash talk is good to a certain level, but this is why I like the quiet fighters sometimes, and this is why I can't stand like some casual fans, because they always like, oh, you got to get behind the mic, you got to talk trash. You can talk trash all day, but how you gonna back it up? That's the question. Like, are you going to back it up? Amaya, she was one of the ones that's just kind of low key, didn't say much, and that stare down too, man. Like, the stare down and what she said too, like, she was like, she got to tear my throat open, if she wants to beat me. She was like, if Gigi want to beat me, she got to tear my throat open. And then when I saw the face off, I was like, yeah, Amaya gonna win this fight. Gigi, she look a little nervous. Like, Gigi, she tough now, but there was something about this fight where I was just like, you know what, Amaya's got this. And Amaya, she had a rough first round. I give Gigi a lot of credit. She was muscling this girl. She was taking Amaya down like 2-3 times and landing some good strikes. But it was Amaya, man. She was just so patient. She was just patient and flexible, man. That girl, did you see that girl get out of like 2 arm bars, man? Like, I guarantee if that had been anybody else in the house, they would have got tapped. But Amaya, man, like, y'all got to go back and watch this fight. She almost got submitted 2 times by Gigi, and Amaya was just like twisting in some crazy angles to get out these arm bars. So when she did that, something was kind of telling me, I don't know, man, like, Gigi ain't gonna get this victory. Man, I was like, if that's her best work on the back, like, she is not going to get Amaya up out of it. Then the momentum changed. The momentum changed at the end of the round.
Drastically.
Like, Amaya winds up on top and just starts beating Gigi up with these hard shots. And when they go back to the corner, I kind of looked at Gigi's face. I was like, I think Gigi might have like gassed out. She looked like she gassed out. But then when that second bell rang, man, Amaya, she caught her with a kick, I think. She caught her with a kick and she went down.
Yep.
And then Gigi's face was just like, it was just like not blank, but like she was done. And
she was done.
As soon as Amaya started hitting with them strikes, she just folded up. I was like, are you serious?
Yep.
Like, dang, I did not know Amaya had that kind of power or whatever it was to break her. And the referee
Man,
had to
she
stop.
fight like Juliana Pena. She
I
fight
mean,
like Juliana
that's
to
what it
me.
reminded me of. That's what it reminded me of because um, Pena, you know, everybody talk about Pena's technical skills and stuff like that, but Pena is tough like that. And that's what it
Yeah.
reminded me of, like that girl that just can't be broken. Like you either got to stop her or
Right.
just give up. And you know, Gigi Canuto, like shout out to her, but she just seemed like she wasn't ready for that type of breed of fighter, man.
Right. That pace. You know what I'm saying? The Melissa Amaya was throwing some nice long punches in there. Did you see him?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she
yeah.
was throwing some nice long punches, nice long jab. And it looked like her arm did break. As I heard Canuto say in between rounds, her arm is broken and
Mm,
whatnot. But I was like, I don't think it's broken. You know, in my head, I was like, I don't think it's broken. But it did look like Canuto broke her arm. The first armbar attempt that she got her in, that one
mm-hmm.
was tight. That one was real tight.
Yeah,
And then I seen, the camera pan back over to Melissa Amaya. She was shaking her arms out. She was ready to go. I was like, oh nah, her arm ain't broke. You know what I'm saying? Like her arm definitely ain't broke because she wouldn't be fighting right now. But
mm-hmm.
yeah, man, when she came out at the end of that first round, when she was landing that ground and pound, you know what I'm saying? I said that's when the momentum of the fight changed because when they came out in that second round, Gigi didn't look confident on the feet versus in the first round, she was trying to come forward on Melissa Amaya to land some strike, like land some big strikes. But that second round, man, Melissa Amaya was picking her apart, dude, in that stand up. I was like, she whooping her. And then
Yeah,
the fight got to the ground. I think Canuto may have tripped, but I might be wrong. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But when they went down, when Canuto went down, man, I was like, she ain't, because she looked tired. Like she
Yeah,
looked tired coming out in the
mm-hmm.
stand up. And when I seen that, I was like, yeah, she's done, dude. Like she's not like. And first of all, seeing her body language and seeing how tired she looked, plus the way that Amaya was sticking those punches and was landing those punches coming out in round two, I said, man, if this fight goes back to the ground, she gonna whoop her. And then when the fight went down, just ground and pound. Like it was like Melissa Amaya just picked up right where she left off, just bang, 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 bang. I was like,
Mm,
man, it's over, dude. It's over. I knew it was over.
yeah. I think that first round is kind of what got to Gigi. Like mentally, it got to her because she took Amaya down 3 times, like maybe 3 or 4 times, but Amaya was still
Yeah.
like bouncing back up. And then I think when she tried to submit her those 2 times, and when Amaya got out of both of the submission attempts, I think that kind of took most of the fight out of
Mm.
Gigi. Like I think Gigi's game
Mm-hmm.
plan was to finish the first round,
Mm-hmm.
so when that round ended and she was still standing, it kind of took some of the fight out of her.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it took because she spent a lot of energy trying to stop Melissa Amaya with those armbar attempts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like she took a lot of energy, and then she kept trying to she was trying to ragdoll her in the first round, like mat return after mat return. Like if you ain't no wrestler, like you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not like a wrestler, that's gonna wear you out. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it did.
Trust me. Like if you're not a wrestler, like Matt returning somebody multiple times, like that's gonna wear you out. You don't see people do that unless they like top like that, like Tatiana Suarez level wrestlers. Like you see Tatiana do that, and that's just another day in the office for her. But seeing Canuto do that, it was kind of like that she gonna be tired. You know what I'm saying? Because when them jujitsu people try to wrestle, they get tired, dude.
Yeah, that's why I said when I saw Gigi like fight before, I've seen her fight the one Russian girl uh that fought Fatima Klein before, and she's like a judoka, and that relentless pressure style, is something she doesn't really do a lot of. So
Right,
Gigi's a little bit more slicker on like the finish side, but
right.
that high paced grappling that she was doing, that was crazy, man. That high paced grappling that she was doing was just too much because, to me, Melissa Maya is built for the feet or the ground. So,
Yes.
man, that was crazy. That was wild. But Amaya, man,
Just
like whether she wins or not, she UFC ready, man. For me, like
do you think so?
I think she UFC. I mean, compared to some of these other girls already signed, like she's a girl that if they signed her right now, I wouldn't question it.
She would go in there and stop Jacqueline Emerald. I made a pause on that one.
well, you know, hey, this girl she can break out a submission, and she can strike better too. Let's go ahead and put that out there. She can strike better, so
yeah.
You ain't lying on that one. So she might earn her a top 15 spot in like a month or two.
I'm telling you, man, for real. She looking better than a lot of the girls in the UFC right now. I'm just saying, you know, and she coming through the competition. See, real tough people won't watch this. I mean, real tough. Excuse me, let me put it like this: people who don't watch tough, they won't catch this. But Melissa Maya sneaking through like Nico Montano quietly, though, quietly. You know, because that's how Nico slipped through the competition like that. You know, under the radar. Next thing you know, Nico was in the finals. Nico won it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Melissa, and she ain't trash talking. And Gigi Canuto knows she didn't want to fight Tina Black. She knows she didn't want to fight Tina Black. Now we know why she didn't want to fight Tina Black.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah, Axel. That I was thinking of that too. Axel said it was like a movie. Yeah, that the end of that first round was like a movie scene or something because like Gigi was up in there, had this girl in danger, but by the end of the second round, she was on her back getting hit. You know, she was getting wild.
Yeah.
So that was so far I think that was like one of the best performances. I mean, Amaya's been stealing the show, man. So I mean, all of the girls been good to me though.
Colossus said Gigi is fighting Carol Foro. Who y'all got? Based off of this performance combo. Based off this performance.
Carol Foro's a tough striker though. You know, she is tough.
Yeah. Yep.
But you know, I gotta see what she looked like when she's not on you know. She did get popped, so.
Yeah, she did get popped. Yep, Carol Foro did get popped. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
But all right, we got Tina Black and Delphine still, man. We still got to make that fight. You know, that's gonna be a stand-up fight. That's a tough one, man. You know, I like Tina.
That's a tough one.
I've been a low-key growing fan of Delphine now. You know, stand-up fighter. You know, look, hey, French stand-up fighter.
Yep. Yep.
I might have me another French fighter to be rooting for, but
yes, sir.
I'm gonna just watch that one. I don't know. I can't even pick in that one, man.
Yeah, that's the fight we're just gonna have to watch, dude, because they both got to prove something, man. Because she ain't look good. Gigi ain't look good on tough, so they both got something to prove.
Man, Gigi, man, why? Dang, Gigi was talking a lot of junk.
Smack.
Man. She was talking a lot of junk.
Smack.
She was. I mean,
they got folded.
Dang, man, it didn't even go to the cards. That's the crazy.
She was in the fetal position.
BJ, keep on, man.
I mean, she was, dude. She was in the fetal position. She just because she was trying to get up, and then when she realized she couldn't get up, she just covered up. Yeah, I was like, dang.
Yeah. Speaking of finishes, man, I can't get mad at this Belgrade card, man.
Hey, bro, I can't either, dude. I can't either. It was some good fights. It was some good fights the other morning, dude. For real.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it opened with a first round finish because, you know, I woke up late and I was like, man, let me go back and watch this card. I was trying to squeeze it in before I stepped out. I was like, damn, I got to watch a 15-minute fight. But then when I saw Luciano put it on, I was like, oh, dang, okay, we done. I can move to the next one.
Yeah.
Thought I had to watch another 15-minute fight. But then, boom, done.
Yeah, man. Stephanie Luciano, dude. You know, I mean, Stephanie Luciano. She got to get that defense together though. Like that defense, she got to get that defense going because she was getting popped. You know what I'm saying? I've seen, you know, a couple times she got popped. But the way it was like the way she came on as the fight went on, it kind of reminded me of like Melissa Croden in a way. You know what I'm saying? How like Melissa Croden like downloads a lot of data at the beginning of the fight and then just starts coming on strong. It kind of reminded me of that. You know what I'm saying? And man, did she come on, man? Like, did she come on? She came on and got her out of there. Yeah, she came on strong and got her out of there, man. Like, that was a good showing from Luciano. That was a good showing to like let us know, like, see, like Combo, like, you know how I be talking, man, like how a lot of these strawweights are forgettable, like they're not memorable fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like I forget who half of them are because they're not memorable. See, this fight right here, like what she did, what Rahina Tareen did, like those are kind of like memorable fights. Like that's somebody that I want to see fight again. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see Stephanie Luciano fight again. You know what I'm saying? Because that fight stuck out. Like the way she handled the old girl in that fight, you know. So yeah, this was a good showing from Luciano.
Yeah, we need fighters like that again because it's hard to really. Well, for us, it's not that hard to name a lot of the rankings, but when we went back to that first era where you could say, Joanna, Andrade, Rose, all these girls who put on shows, like we need somebody like Stephanie Luciano again because this girl likes to not just fight, but she puts on a show too, and that's what makes her kind of interesting to me. Like I've been watching her now, it's like she's not just a stand-up fighter, but if she sees the opening, she's willing to go to the ground and she's trying to finish it. So I didn't know much about this kickboxer, Spastic, but
no,
I know some people were thinking maybe she had enough to do whatever, but I was like, I don't know.
She was tough though.
Yeah, she was tough. Like she was tough, but I hadn't seen her ground game, and now I have. So, she's still got to go back and work. Do you think Luciano is game for a top 15?
I gotta look at her record first. I gotta see her record first. Let me pull it up right quick, Stephanie.
Because me personally, I don't think so. I would like to see her fight another fight first.
Yeah, I think I need to see one more because this is like the first one out of all her fights that's memorable. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, I know that's not good, but I mean, other than her win, when Sam Hughes beat her up, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, let's see.
All right, while you look at that, Zach said Luciano was getting tagged for a minute there. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was.
But I like how she went to the ground. Like she knew she was getting tagged, so she level changed quick and she said, "Let me get this girl out of here. I don't want no war like that." So,
dang. Yeah, so Stephanie Luciano, like she done had a lot of canceled fights in the UFC. I hate that. She had a canceled fight with Shauna Bannon, Julia Palastri. She had a canceled fight with Carol Foro, and then she had a canceled fight with Alexa Tainara. So she's had a lot of canceled fights, but she's got some good fights. Talita Alencar, she beat Talita Alencar, beat Ravina Oliveira, Marina Spasic. I think Marina Spasic was a good win, especially coming off the regional scene. That was a good win. That girl can fight, you know what I'm saying? She did lose to Sam Hughes. And Sam Hughes is that well-rounded fighter, you know what I'm saying? Also that well-rounded fighter who can good cardio and stuff like that. So seeing her beat another fighter, I have to see her beat somebody that's kind of like Sam Hughes, who is well-rounded and good cardio and can go hard for 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see her beat somebody like that first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, beat somebody like that, and then if you can get past that test, you know what I'm saying, then put her in there with a top 15, like give her like a Mizuki or somebody. But yeah, I would say let's see a little bit more from Stephanie Luciano before we throw her to the wolves, dude, because she's like strawweight, you brought up the old roster at strawweight. Strawweight ain't what it used to be anymore. There's some good fighters top and bottom.
No, like I think it's trying to grow, with girls like Fatima Klein and Dainara. I think we're gonna try to get a revamp. But yeah, Zach said, I did say that too in my video on Pierre Rodriguez. That would be an interesting fight for Luciano. or reschedule
Who?
Pelostri.
No, who was that first name you said?
Pierre Rodriguez.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Let's reschedule the Julia Pilastri fight.
Because you know
Let's.
Pierre Rodriguez got 2 wins over Sam Hughes too. So you said well-rounded fighter. So
You talking about number 6, Pierre Rodriguez?
that's why she need to fight Luciano, because she ain't winning number 6. That's my
She
point.
is right now. She is ranked number 6, Cabo.
Not on my rankings. Not on my rankings. She's not. Shoot, you might have to put Mizuki in a way ahead of her, man.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. You said due to Julia Pilastri fight. Yeah, see, like that's top 15 though, and ain't Pilastri ranked?
Pilastri.
No,
I
she's
don't
not
think
ranked.
Pilastri is ranked, is she?
No. I don't think Pilastri ranked.
She don't need to be ranked, right? So let me see.
Dang.
Because she lost against Lupi, right? And yeah, she's not ranked. Yeah, she's
Okay,
not
yeah.
ranked.
So yeah, like a Julia Pilastri, like yeah, get it down with Pilastri, see what happened.
Yeah,
You know?
reschedule that. Yeah, reschedule that, man. Shoot.
Yeah, I would have liked to have saw that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, that's what the Pilastri fighting the X1 championship champion. That's right. Yeah. Go ahead. What were you saying?
you know, the other fight, the bantamweight fight, I'm not going too hard on like Haley Cowan like that, man. Like, I remember the girl did have some injuries, man. And I think that's really what's just been holding her back from really getting sharp. But I'll be honest, man, like I don't think she can continue in the UFC then, you know?
No, bro. I think
She lost every fight in the UFC.
Yeah, she lost every fight in the UFC. You know, and that's kind of like I don't want to say like Lucy put her over, you know what I'm saying? But Lucy, you know, lost a lot of most of her fights in the UFC too, man. And some people just it don't work for them in the UFC, man. And Haley Cowan is one of those fighters, man. It just didn't work for her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, she tried, you know, but man. But this girl that she was fighting though, like Milosevic, like that girl can fight.
She can
like
fight.
That girl, yeah, she can. I'm looking forward to her, bro. Like, yeah, she kind of remind me of like that old school era. You know, she kind of remind me of that Kat Zingano era of fighters. You know what I'm saying? I like her. I like Milosevic, dude. Like, she looked good in there. Again, it was against Haley Cowan, but still, I want to see what she does.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that was a good fight though. Like, I mean, like her energy, how she came up in there and she just didn't like give her any breathing room, and them shots she was throwing was bad, had bad intentions, man. So I like that.
Yeah, man. And she had hurt a lot of people didn't catch it, but she had hurt Haley Cowan earlier to the body.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And see, and then when the finishing sequence to the body, that was the second time that she had hurt Haley Cowan to the body. You know what I'm saying? And the commentators didn't call that, but I saw it. Her hand instantly went to her body when and it was with a punch, I think. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Haley Cowan got that. Her midsection, she got that Chikagian midsection, boy. You know, I mean, just being real, she got that choke midsection, man, because she did not like them body shots, man. I'm so glad that Milosevic picked up on. I was like, what, you know, because for me that was kind of like a test. I was like, I wonder if Milosevic picked up on that, and she did. She did pick up on it because she attacked that body again. You know, a few exchanges down the road, man, and got her out of there. So yeah, good on Milosevic. You know, she looked good. That's a good UFC debut.
Yeah, I mean, I might have to go back and watch some of her fights because her amateur career, she got like over 13 fights, and she's knocked out a lot of girls too, man.
Yeah, she's bringing power to the bantamweight division. I like that, you know. But she in there with some hitters though. You know, you find yourself amongst Melissa Croden and Bia Mosquito. You find yourself amongst them.
You might be, you might be in some trouble,
Oh, look,
but
look, look. We gonna work our way up to that. We gonna work our way up to that.
yeah,
Right
yeah,
now,
what I'm saying?
I need to see her in there. I said in my video, I need to see her in there with Jocelyn Nunez or Melissa Mullins. Either one of them girls.
Melissa, okay, yeah, okay,
Where
okay.
Jocelyn at, man? Where's she at?
Where Jocelyn Nunez is? She there, dude. She there. She's still in the UFC. I think we investigated that last time. Yeah, she's still in the
Yeah, yeah,
UFC.
yeah. You did. She active. Oh, hey, look,
Yeah.
look, zombie girl. I ain't hear nothing. What about
I
zombie girl?
don't know, dog. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What's the girl? What's the girl that? What's the girl that? What's the girl Melissa Croton just beat?
Oh, Melissa Croton just beat. Dang, who did she beat? I remember I was watching that fight on the ride home, man, or playing it in the background.
The girl Melissa
Zelesnikova.
Croton
No,
just.
Zelesnikova got a fight coming up
No,
though.
who did Melissa Croton beat before that?
She lost to Luana Santos, but she beat Lisboa before that.
Tainara Lisboa. Yeah, that's who I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, let's see her fight Tainara Lisboa. Yeah. Yeah.
Lisboa, dang man, Lisboa on a 2-fight losing streak though, man. You trying to get her cut?
But Lisboa can fight though.
She can fight, yeah. But
I forgot
Milosevic, man,
who.
I do like that. I like that style. I'm glad you kind of brought that up because it do remind me of like that early style, man. Like
Yes, yes, yes. That
Melissa,
hard
like
nosed European style.
yeah. Somebody go look when she fights, somebody getting stopped. That's all.
Come on, Cowboy. Yeah, man, I like her. Yeah, I like Milosevic, man. And she, Haley Cowan, man, she was just big for nothing. I gotta say that she was big for nothing.
Hey, my man said she was big for nothing, man.
She was big for nothing. She go in that category, dude. Big for nothing. Big for nothing. Absolutely.
All right. Before we jump to this weekend, man.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to Andrea Zarate, man. This young girl right here. I posted up to ask any questions, and she had 2.
Okay.
Pretty simple questions. I mean, that's why I put that there because like I said, people be asking when we talking, and they just go past. And I'm like, you off topic, but if you want to ask a question, just
Yeah.
post it there. And some people don't want to get put on the spot. That's why. But yeah, shout out to Andrea Zarate. She said,
Yeah.
she asked, did you see Irene Aldana that she might be retired? And yep, she is retired. She's
She is
done.
retired. Yeah. She's done.
What
a lot of miles on the Rene Aldana.
what do you think she should have taken another fight, or you think she did right to just hang it up?
I was expecting to see Irene Aldana fight again. I kind of was expecting to see how she would come back after that loss, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I was curious as to who they would match her up with. Maybe like an Island Perez or somebody, and see her do that. I was looking forward to that. So the retirement announcement came as kind of a surprise. You know what I'm saying? Sort of a surprise. And another thing too, I've been thinking about that retirement is I don't want to see Alexa do that. Like, I mean, I know Alexa Grasso could retire because she's been in the game for a while. But that kind of leads me to believe that Alexa Grasso might be next. You know what I'm saying? Like Grasso, this might be the last title run for Grasso. Like if Grasso get back to the belt and lose, I think that'll be it for Grasso.
I don't know. Like, I think Irene Aldana, as much as I would love to see her come back and at least end it with one more fight, I think she had more reason to, because when I compare them, I think Irene Aldana had more wear and tear, and she also had less like improvements than
Yeah.
Grasso.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say that because
Yeah.
I like Aldana,
It's the truth,
but I'm
though.
just being honest. Like, she kind of would get stuck in the boxing, and when she get taken down, like there was really no big danger threat of her submitting like Grasso.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah.
I think that might be one of the reasons she just decided hanging up that, and like that last cut she had, it was horrible, man.
Gnarly.
Like
Gnarly cut. Gnarly cut.
man, like you could see like the white meat in her head. You know, it was like crazy. So
Ooh,
I think that
ooh.
maybe she had to do it because of some of those situations that came up from that. But I mean, she did give us a lot of good fights, though. You know,
She did. She
Kill
did.
Roaster,
Not a,
that was a good war, and you know them knockouts. I'm gonna talk about them, man. You know,
that's a, yeah. Heck yeah. She knocked that. She folded Big Yana like a damn domino, a stack of dominoes, boy.
for the who?
Like Yana.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because I was
She
thinking
folded.
Catelyn. She folded
Oh,
Catelyn and Yana.
she folded Cat. But she dropped. She folded Yana like dominoes. She dropped Catelyn like a sack of potatoes, dog. Like I mean, that was crazy. But you know the fight that I always. You know the fight that got away from us, though, combo.
I know what fight you about to say. Start with an L,
Irene
right?
Ald. No, Irene Aldana and Jermaine Durandamy.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the war with Pudalova that she had.
Oh no! I'm saying no. That's one of her memorable fights. That fight with
Yeah.
Pudalova. What a war! But I'm saying
Hmm.
like one of the fights that got away from us was Irene Aldana versus Jermaine Durandamy.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
would have been a man. That would have been a good stand up fight, man.
that would have been a good fight.
Who do you think?
Imagine them
Who
catching
do you
each other.
Hey, who do you think would have went to the ground first? Like, who do you think would have turned into a grappler first?
Ooh, I would think no, because Aldana never does turn into a grappler.
No,
You can hit Aldana, she never will turn into a grappler. I don't know. Somebody, maybe Jermaine, maybe
probably.
Jermaine.
I would say GDR because I was thinking of that Pena fight.
But hey, yeah, true. But dude, GDR was like GDR used to sling them things. Though. Like when GDR get the slinging, dude, like you had to be careful with GDR when she got the swinging, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, she swung them things, man. She used to swing them
yeah,
things,
bro. Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, you see how she froze. I mean, she actually had Pena scared to come in. You know what I'm
man.
saying? Like when I pointed that out, somebody I forgot who it was in the comments was like, "Yo, I never really thought about how dangerous Jermaine Durandemay's striking really was. How bad people respected her striking until you said they said nobody freezes Pena like that." I said exactly. Like nobody keeps Pena away, scared to come in, and that cautious and that calculated. She made Pena more calculated than Pena has ever been, and Pena still lost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like no, like what?
Pena
Like
came
that's the
in
most.
trying. Pena
Like
came in
that was
trying
the
not to get knocked out,
right. Like that was.
and instead she got choked out.
Ain't that crazy, dude? Ain't that crazy how calculated and how cautious Pena was fighting her, and she still got slept.
Yep.
Oh, God, man. See, that's the thing. That's that work for Jermaine Durandamy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Jermaine Durandamy gets the credit that she deserves, but I always wanted to see that Aldana and
Yeah.
Jermaine Durandamy fight.
That would have been a
Yeah,
good fight.
it
The
would have.
fight I would have liked to see her retire with would have been the Cavalcanti fight.
Ooh, that would have been a good one too. I
Because
think she'd have beat Cavalcanti.
yeah, because that's what it made it interesting. Because Cavalcanti wanted that fight, but after seeing Cavalcanti fight in her last few fights, you see she don't want to go to the ground. So it would have been pure stand up.
Yeah,
And I think Aldana had that next level to maybe kind of pull off the upset because Aldana don't quit. I will say that, like, she don't quit. It's just she don't have other gears, to get her out of
yeah,
trouble.
right,
Man,
right. She don't have that brawling grit.
Remember that Macy Chase on fight?
No, man, come on, man.
That was a
She was
crazy fight.
getting handled by Shayson too.
It was back and forth.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, it
But
was back and
she
forth.
had a kick. She had a kick it like a toddler, boy. How did she knock her? How did she do that, dude? I don't know how she did it, but she had her done on her back kicking, boy.
Yeah. All right. So yeah,
Oh,
Aldana, she finishing her record at 6-6. Dang, even Chute got a victory over her though, man. That's crazy.
yep. Chook beat her back in the day. I got to go
Yeah.
back and watch Chook bantamweight fights though.
Yeah, I got to too. She
Yeah,
has some decent fights to me, but yeah, I think Aldana did right, man, when it come down to it.
yeah,
All right, one
yeah. I
more
think so
question
too.
from Andrea. She said, also, why is Alexa and Manon not headlining UFC Noche?
Bingo. That's a great question,
She
and
know
that's a
what's up.
question that we all she know what's up. That's a question that we all got. Like, why is that not the main event when y'all pretty much done made Noche around Alexa Grasso?
Right.
Like every Noche card that's on, Alexa Grasso has been on it. So why not
Mm-hmm.
let her headline it? Like, that's crazy to not let her and Manon headline that card. That's the number one contender fight, dude. Like, that's the number one contender fight. Whoever win that fight is definitely fighting for the title.
It ain't even
Or either
co-main
got
event.
it's not co-main event.
No,
It's a 3-round fight.
3-round fight.
Oh, come on, man.
That make it even worse, man. Why is this not a main event, man? Come on, like this to me.
What?
All right, the main event we know is Yair Rodriguez and Gene Silva, but man, this is to me. This is I'll put this over that because Alexa at least was a former champion.
Champion, right, man.
She a former
And
champion.
coming off a big knockout.
Yeah, I mean, faced the champion many times, and then Manon battled for the belt. So this is a big level fight. I mean, your co-main event is Acosta and Curtis Blades. I mean,
That's fucking crazy. I hope they switch that around, dude. I really do. Waldo Cortez Acosta in the co-main event. Like, get this dude out of here, man. Like, I really hope they switch that around and make no disrespect to Curtis Blaze, but
no,
he
definitely
he
not.
don't need he don't need to be co-main event. It need to be Grasso versus Manon.
Yeah, most,
Definitely.
most
I
definitely.
thought this whole time I thought it was the co-main event.
I did too. I thought they at least bumped it up to a co-main event, but even then, I would suspect it's going to be 3 rounds. You know how they do with their co-mains most of the time now. Like unless it's like a championship fight, that's a co-main. You won't get your 5-round fight. Which to me, I wish this was
Yeah.
a 5-round fight. You know.
This needs to be a 5-round fight. This absolutely needs to be a 5-round fight because, and no, James, I'm not disrespecting Aaron Blanchfield by saying that this, whoever wins this fights for the belt. You can anybody in the top 5 right now who comes off of a win, who wins their next fight, should be fighting for the title. There's multiple results of fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's multiple girls who, if they win their next fight, should be fighting for the title, not just these two. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, there's a chance that the winner of this fight will end up fighting for the title again. That's the same goes for Jasmine. And if Aaron ends up beating
They need
Jasmine, Aaron,
basically, they basically need to make this one the headliner to really build that to even build that up to me
yeah,
because
yeah,
Manon's already headlined before, when she fought Aaron, and then again Alexa been in 5-round fights with the champion. So to me, it's a fight night card. So I think they carry the weight to carry another main event card. I mean, we've seen it before, so I think the ladies can definitely carry a fight night card. So to me, when you look at the resumes, again, we know there's a difference between men and women, but still, when you look at their resumes are deep for who they fight.
Combo. When is this fight?
September 12th.
Okay. So you got Aaron Blanchfield and Jasmine this month, right?
No, I thought they're in August. I mean, I thought they're in October. I thought they were on the
Is it October? Okay, well, never mind.
Alberta
I
card.
was gonna
It's on
say
the Edenton
because
card or something like that.
say it again.
It's on the Edenton card or something like that in Canada.
Edmonton card. Yeah. Okay. So we still haven't got an official main event. We still haven't got an official title fight announcement at flyweight.
No, we haven't.
So
We haven't.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if that holds true through these fights, if that holds true, if we still don't have an announcement by the results of these fights at this point, if whoever wins this one, if Aaron wins and Natalia Silva, at this point put their names in the hat and put your hand in there and pick one. because I mean the UFC is clearly dragging their feet on making the Natalia Silva versus Valentina Shevchenko fight. I keep trying to tell y'all I don't feel like they want to make that fight. You know what I mean? And y'all drug me for that. You know, and it's okay. It's all right. It's all good. But
You don't think
the
it's something
reality is
Valentina hiding, like as far as injury or anything?
they ain't made the fight.
No, I was just saying, like, you don't think it's Valentina like claiming injury or something? You know, something she hiding as
I
far
mean,
as not getting
she did kind of say that in that interview though.
right.
She
Maybe that's
did
why
kind
they
of say
didn't
that in that
schedule it yet.
interview.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. Maybe that's why they didn't schedule it yet.
Possibly why.
But I'm gonna go on record too to say this: if somebody comes in here and takes somebody's head off, they're gonna have a clear cut argument. I'm talking about this fight or that fight. If Aaron go in there and pop Jasmine's head off her shoulders, or say vice versa, well, yeah,
Vice versa, because if
yeah,
Jazzy beat Aaron, yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
that's
I
that's a
mean,
possibility. Or if Manon go in there and stop Grasso, or vice versa, they're all gonna be calling for that shot. They're gonna say, "Hey, let me get that shot," and then
yeah.
fans gonna have something to stand on. Fans gonna have something to stand on.
I think that if Manon wins and there's still no title fight announcement, I think Manon should call out Natalia Silva.
Let's say this. Let's say if Manon do something similar to Grasso, like just shock her, like she did to Jasmine. Do you think she had the right to call for the belt?
Yeah, yeah. Short answer, yes.
Put her on the puppet dance like that, and then she just call her out. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, how many more fights does she have to? Does she have to win? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many more fights would Manon have to win to get back to a title shot? Manon is never far from a title shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She lost her bid at the title, but she's still not far from a title shot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting interesting now. So, whoever wins these next two fights, man, and it's getting interesting. Like I said, it really is this September fight, and then that fight in October, because Aaron, yeah, low key has been getting back into the thick of things. So if Aaron can get her a nice little third win, she could be right there, and then this
Yeah,
fight too. So,
but
um,
Aaron don't need to fight no more though. After this, if she win, Aaron got to fight for the belt. Like if she
yeah,
finished
yeah,
Jazzy,
yeah.
Aaron got to fight for the belt.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, I think after this, if she gets this victory, yeah, I don't think she really need to fight anymore at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Stamina made a good point. Said Manon shouldn't get a second shot before someone else gets their first shot. That's some bullshit. If so, facts. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we just waiting on the Natalia date. But like I said, if somebody takes somebody's head off, they're gonna make that argument.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's got to be some stoppages. It can't be no lackluster decisions. I'm not going for that.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nah.
Like, it's got to be
If
finishes. It's got to be finishes.
if it's some lackluster decisions, y'all need to sit down and wait. Sit down and wait. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? But I can't make a case for you if you don't go in there and deliver. Which I don't want to see Manon or Alexa lose. I don't want to see either one of them lose. But it just is what it is. But they at the top. You at the top now.
Yeah, it's got to
You
happen.
know?
I definitely
Yeah.
want to see it happen. I definitely want to see it happen. So yeah, I don't know, why this thing ain't a main event, but it really needed to be. Like if it wasn't gonna be on the same card with Valentina and Natalia, at least make it a main event.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Absolutely.
All right. And this weekend, last thing we got, man, Juju and Ravina, Lamos and Thainara, bro. Your girl Juju back, man. She back after the loss
Juju.
against Christy.
I'm proud of Juju. And I'm gonna say this: I'm proud. I'm so proud of Juju right now. And the reason I say that is because Juju is so aware of where she's at right now.
Yeah.
And Juju did an interview and said, "Me and Ravina Oliveira are both fighting for our jobs." You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? She
okay.
said, "Yeah, like Juju said." She said, "So I'm going." She was like, "We both coming in here with a different mindset." You know what I'm saying? She was like, so I'm respecting everything that she's bringing, and she's coming up a weight class, etc. But Juju is like, she's to the point where she's like, I'm putting everything I got into this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting my heart, soul, blood, sweat, and tears into this training camp and whatnot. She was like, I want to show why I won the show. I want to show why, what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm the best in the world, and she said that's her last fight too, but I really, I think what Juju needs mostly is confidence. I think, she needs some refinement in her skill set, of course. And I know she's been working on that, but the confidence thing, like if she can go out here and win, what I'm saying? Juju, she needs to do it. Like she needs to go out here and put a stamp on it, and make the UFC want to keep her, because
Mm-hmm.
if Juju can string together some wins, they're gonna get like if Juju can put it together, they're gonna give her the fights. Like if Juju go out here and win, they're gonna give her the opportunities. The UFC wants to have Juju. Like she's a tough winner, etc. Like they want Juju. You know what I'm saying? But Juju has got to be consistent in winning fights. She has got to consistently look better. She has got to consistently improve. And I love Juju. Like I'm a big Juju fan. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, just like Montana, I'm an even bigger Montana fan. But I gotta hold Montana's feet to the fire when it's time to hold Montana's feet to the fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like her feet got to be held to the fire about, what she's doing in the cage. The only thing that matters is what goes on in the cage, guys. That's what I've been trying to tell you about Alan Perez. The only thing that matters is what happens inside the cage, and Juju can be as likable as she wants to be outside that cage, but if she's not putting it together in the cage and winning these fights, it doesn't really matter. Is this a fight that she can win? Absolutely. It is. If she loses this fight, this is not the place for her. It's just that simple. But like I said, I am proud of Juju with her mindset coming into it. Like she's fighting with a different purpose this time around. I really hope she can pull it off. Like my heart is going with Juju. So
Okay. Yeah, this is a much needed victory for both sides here, man. I'm glad Juju recognizes that. She's 2-3. At least she got 2 victories, but Ravina is 0-3 in the UFC right now. And Ravina's actually jumped around weights. She came in at 135, went to 115, and now she's at 125. So she's kind of been testing the waters at all these weights. So I'm not sure if it is a weight situation. I think it's more of just a situation of her just not really being like just solid in what she wants to do. Like I watched a couple of her fights, that time, like the Chanel Dyer and the Luciano fight, and very basic with a lot of the things that she's doing. Like I don't see her really wanting to commit in some things besides just being like just so basic. So a lot of girls can figure her out, at least I think with Juju, like I see a little bit more growth with Juju. Juju's kind of raw. She's a little bit more raw and like a little reckless, but I see some changes in Juju's style. And I don't really know if it's going to be a weight situation here where Ravina a bit stronger or does something different, because to me, even then, like Juju's going to be a dangerous fighter because Juju has a good ground game. And
right.
when I saw her Ravina against Luciano get submitted, I'm like, and then almost submit Crispy, I'm like, oh, Juju got a good chance of taking Ravina out of there,
Yeah, she does. She does. She does. And maybe she can get a good finish. She needs a finish. Like
Yeah.
in order for me, like if I had to say her best chance of staying in the UFC is gonna have to be a finish, like a good dominant finish. And she's gonna have to show us more than just that finish. Like beat her up on the feet first, then take her down.
Yeah.
You do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But she gotta show us something in this fight.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, not to bash the Ravina Oliveira, but that's what I was kind of saying earlier, like we got to get somebody in there like Melissa Amaya now. You know, like she is UFC ready. Like I see Amaya being some, you know, beating some of the tough girls at the bottom and you know running through some of them. You know,
Like who?
I think she does beat like some of those submission threat girls. Like I think she beats Demopolis. Ooh man, her and Sam, man. You know, I hate to say that'd be a good
I
fight
don't
right
know,
there.
man. I don't know about
I
beat. I
think
don't
she
know about
beats. I
just
think she
beating
beats
Sam.
Loma. I think she beats Loma though. I think
Oh
she
yeah, she
beats.
gonna take Loma up out of
Yeah,
there. She gonna
I
take
think she
Loma up
beats
out of there.
Loma, and then give her at least like 2 good fights. I think 2 good wins to like build her confidence. Shoot, hey, might be ready to take Angela Hill up out of there.
He said Angela Hill.
Hmm. I said give her
He
two,
want
three
Angela.
fights.
He want Angela Hill out of there. That's one person you really want up out of there is Angela Hill.
Nah, she can
You
stay,
really want
man.
Angela Hill out of there.
Nah, she can stay. I never really like thought she needed to leave because you know she needs to be like a test for these girls, man.
Yeah, she's still there. She's still winning. So,
Hmm.
like Angela Hill out there working though. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man, they hate. They hate when I know them girls be hating when they see that name pop up. When they manager call them and say Angela Hill, I know they be mad, but they're like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and go take this L right quick.
Yeah.
Let me get paid for this L right quick. Get in there and get mad at Angela Hill, man. Like,
Yeah, that Sam fight, that would be a tough one. That would be a tough one. Like, I do see her beating like Demopolis, Loma, and who else?
Amaral.
Probably Amram. Probably Amram.
Jacqueline
Talita Allen
Amaral. I'm
Carr.
not.
Talita Allen Carr.
Yeah, she might take Talita Allen Carr out of there. I'm just not sold on Jacqueline Amaral. Yeah, I gotta see some more.
Yeah, she got to get her hands together, man. I'm surprised, man. She be I thought you might like her, man, because she be finishing
She
girls, man.
do. She be finishing girls on the ground, man, but she be folding though.
You saw that Sam fight, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like she be folding, man. I'm just like, man, come. She ain't got no dog. She's a submission threat. She's a ground fighter, but you got to be that ground fighter paired with that dog.
Yeah.
Like that's just it, man. You got to be paired with that dog, man. You can't just be a ground fighter.
Nah, man. All right. So speaking of these ground fighters, man, we got Lemos
No.
taking on the dog and Thainara, man. What you think? You think this is Amanda Lemos' last stand?
Like her last claim to a win or something. Like I mean, like I don't know, man. Like that's a big. Lemos is a big test for Alexa Thainara, though, man. You think Alexa Thainara ready for Lemos? Because what if Lemos the killer comes back?
Okay. I ain't seen her knock anybody out in like 4 years. I'm just saying, man. Like, tell me, like, what does Thainara have to worry about at this point?
Lemos has still got she still got that power in her strikes, though, dude. Like she still has that, but she just gun shy. Like she punch shy, but she's stingy with it. Like you say, you use that word stingy. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see her come out and use that same strategy that she used against Jillian Robinson as far as like that jab, you know what I'm saying? Because she touched Robinson up with that jab a few times in that fight. Like, you know, and that kind of shows you what how that shows you what it looks like when Amanda Lemos is not stingy with punches like the jab and tools that she could utilize in these fights, you know, with her stature and her
Yeah.
length and her reach and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It shows you how good it can look because she was using some good footwork, you know what I'm saying, and good jabs trying to keep Jillian Robinson at bay, man, you know, and I was like, okay, Lemos is prepared for this fight. But she stops after a while, you know. So like if you get past her first line of defense, man, it's just like Lemos just give herself to you, man. It's the most frustrating thing ever. Like, how do you go from being this kid? Like, if she can't land that big shot right away, like she did on, like, not right away, but if she can't land that singular shot that she throws and hurt you like she did Marina Rodriguez, like she I don't know, dude. I don't even know how to explain what it is that Amanda Lemos does. Like, she don't go after it anymore. Maybe she should be the one retiring next.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, man. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Like, I don't know what's up with like. Well, I think it just came down to them last few fights. Like when she got to that point of fighting Wei Lee, like that dog. I won't say the dog, but like that hunger was kind of taken away, you know.
Yeah, it
And then,
was.
she did beat Yasmin Lucindo. I mean, so she did beat one of the young girls, but then she loses to Suarez and Jillian. So
Yeah.
I'm just kind of wondering, like, what is she gonna offer at this point? Because she don't really like stop takedowns, and she really don't set up her knockout power like that. Like she just throws hard shots, and if to me, if Dainara sees a lot of that coming, she's just gonna time it and level change or take her down,
Yep. And Thainara is super athletic too.
and strong.
Yes, yes. Like her legs and stuff are real thick. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's very like athletic. That's the only word I can really use. You know what I'm saying? But man, like the way Lemos let Tatiana Suarez make that the type of fight that it was, man, and wasn't
Yeah,
jabbing Suarez face off, man. I was like, what is she doing, man? Like, she was supposed to be on her bike, man, like jabbing her face off, man, and she just, man,
yeah, man.
how
So,
disappointing was that?
man, I think that Dainara's got a good chance, man, of like keeping this fight to the ground. Because whenever she does get stuck on the ground, Lemos, man, she seems to just like accept it and kind of roll with it. So, um, for both picks, I'm gonna go with Juju, and I think I'm gonna go with Thanar, man. Like I like Lemos, I was a fan of her fights and her style, but at this point, the way she's been like refusing to just adapt in there with her striking, I don't think she really stands a chance unless she lands something big. But like I said, she ain't stopped nobody in a long time.
No, she ain't stopped nobody in a while, man. But I mean, she may be, honestly, Combo. If you want me to be honest with you, now that I'm really looking at this fight, she might be there for Alexa Tainara to beat, so that they can push Tainara. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because I mean, she might be that first stepping stone that they given her. Like, all right, if you beat Amanda Lemos, then we're gonna give you so and so. We're gonna give you
Mm-hmm.
somebody ranked so and so. You know what I'm saying? So that might be the plan, man. Unless Lemos got to spoil the party here, man. She got to pull out her. She got to pull out. Reach back to that Angela Hill fight and get some of that Angela Hill energy and stop this party.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for real, get some of that Angela Hill energy and stop the party, man. Because if not, Dainara gonna run through her, dude. She gonna run through her.
Yeah. If Thainara does
I,
run through her, then I will give Thainara a stamp that she's going to be another threat for the division. But right now, I think, Fatima Klein got them goods, man. Fatima Klein got them goods, man. Look, telling you, man.
Come on,
Klein,
Fatima Klein, yeah.
she ain't no joke. Like, let me
I think
see.
Fatima, I think Fatima Klein is in a real interesting spot right now. We talked about that before.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to do a video, but maybe not. I don't know if I asked you, but
What, a video on
what
what?
whose style do you think Fatima Klein does better against? Would that be like against McKenzie or G Rob?
Does better against?
Yeah, which style would she match up well against?
I think she matches up well with both of them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think she matches up well. I think both of them are an interesting fight in their own way. But I think she'll have more trouble with Jillian Robertson. I think she'll have more trouble with Robertson than Dern, because I think that, no, but then again, I don't know, man, because Dern's striking is much sharper. So what I was gonna say is, Dern would engage her in the stand up more, versus Jillian would. I think Jillian would be hell bent on what she wants to do. You know
Getting
what
it
I'm saying?
down.
But G-Rob been working. G-Rob been putting in that work on this in that stand up department though. Um, you know what I'm saying? But I think G-Rob's game plan is always going to be G-Rob's game plan. But you see, like Mackenzie Dern, with her willingness to stand and trade, could create openings for somebody like Fatima Klein, who's very solid on the feet as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's more. I think the harder fight would be with G-Rob for sure, because constantly having to fend off Jillian Robinson is a different type of fight. That's a different type of fight than a Mackenzie Dern fight, where you would just have to really worry about not letting yourself get caught up in a scramble or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But take advantage of Dern's willingness to strike like Amanda Lemos did. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But either way, I was gonna say that, but then again, I'm thinking, well, Fatima Klein and Mackenzie Dern staying in that range. Like Mackenzie Dern is much sharper than she once was. So who knows?
Yeah. I think let me see. Yeah, I think that Klein versus Dern would be interesting, like because of the stand up element, as far as making it more of a fight where Klein could get some comfortable shots off. But
Right,
I think G Rob would really be like an uncomfortable situation because she would keep pushing and pushing for that ground.
right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. Like G Rob is going to make it very uncomfortable, and if G Rob manages to get Fatima down, this Fatima, can she mentally stay in the fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, can she mentally stay there?
Hey, I'm looking online right now. This was posted like 11 hours ago, but UFC 331, they got Casey O'Neill, Eduardo Mora,
Yeah.
but you know who else they might have up there? I'm not sure if this is real.
Okay.
Tatiana Suarez versus Verna Jandaroba.
Verna Jandaroba. What? Are you
I'm not sure if it's
serious?
real now. I'm not sure. It looks real because they usually post some, legit stuff on this
Let me
Instagram.
check. Let me jump on Twitter right quick. Let me jump on Kevin K's Twitter. Hold on.
Okay, because this is on 3K Fighting IG, and I see their posts every now and then, but don't really pay it mind. Let me see. That's UFC 331. Hold on, let me see. Uh, 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 uh. Because UFC 331 is Josh Josh Van Pantoja. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't see it on there. It might be fake. That looks fake. Yeah, that look fake.
That might be the early whispers. I don't see it on him or Marcel's
Yeah,
page.
and I
I
don't see
I
it on
do see.
Tapology.
Yeah, I do see Zaria Zeleznikova versus Alice Pereira though.
All right, hold on. Cause I got on mine the title fights that's rumored is Josh Van Pantoja on there, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Casey O'Neill, Eduardo Moore, but yeah, I don't see that on here at all. So we'll see.
Yeah, but just because we don't see it, that don't mean they don't need to make it. They need to go ahead and make that fight.
Yeah, go ahead and put it on there. I mean,
Yeah,
because
go
right
ahead and
now
make
look, the
that
card's
fight.
about filled up. It's about filled up, so we'll see. It makes sense, and I think
It does make sense.
shoot. Do you think Klein should fight the winner or the loser of that fight?
I think Fatima Klein should fight the loser of that fight.
Yeah, yeah,
I think Fatima Klein should either fight with Yan Xiaonan or the loser of that fight.
yeah,
Because whoever wins that fight would probably get a crack at the title, especially if Jillian Robertson wins.
yeah.
You know, I don't think they would run it back with Dern. I think that they would move on. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would say that, yeah,
Okay.
Klein should fight the loser of it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Taylor said Robertson and New.
And new, you know it, Taylor. Yes, sir. My boy Taylor Loader. Yes, sir. Robertson and new. Let's go. Let's go.
Dang, man. It's next weekend, right?
This next weekend, you damn Skippy.
Woo, dang. Man, I'm hyped, but my stomach would be off the charts if Aaron and Jasmine was on that card too, man.
I know, man. Both of those fights should be in Edmonton, but both of those fights should be in Canada. But it's like they hell bent against letting G Rod fight in Canada, though.
Why?
Like, why y'all not letting G Rod fight in Canada, man? Like, y'all will schedule G Rod a fight a week before or after a damn Canada card.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
come on, man.
Come on, man. She's Canadian. Come on. Like, they keep on. I mean, I understand getting Jasmine on a card, but you just need to get Jillian on a card too. Jillian been here forever.
Right? Yeah, man. They hit Jillian keep asking like, how come I can't get on like she even asked like, how come I can't get on the Canada card? Y'all are scheduling me like right around these Canada cards instead of on the Canada card.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know, man. But they put Jazzy on there. Didn't Jasmine get knocked out in Canada?
Oh boy.
Was that
You gotta go there, right? You gotta go
was
there.
that Manon fight in Canada?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I can't remember. I
I
can't remember.
forgot.
Comment section, help us out.
I forgot. I remember how
Jazzy
it
did
happened
too.
though. I remember how it looked. This fight, right? Back in October.
Damn, Combo, why you gotta show that, dog? Look at Jasmine.
I'm trying to
Jasmine was
remember
asleep
the
right
fight. I'm
there.
just trying to get my memory jogged
Yeah,
here.
that fight. Yeah, that fight. She was asleep right there.
Okay. Okay. Want to know, man. I just want to know.
Yeah, that fight right there, dog. That wasn't just must see TV. That was a don't blink fight, dog.
That was
Like
a don't
what?
blink fight. That was because I even think the cameramen they blinked because they didn't get one of them crazy shots. Like that there was off of the instant replay, but it
Right.
was so quick they didn't get one of them, real bomb busters right there. But man, yeah, UFC Noche Fior Grasso is going down. Early pick. I got Grasso. No, I got Manon.
Nah, you got Grasso. You got Grasso for real. You just don't want to say you got Grasso,
I'm
but
not
you really
Grasso
got
era. I
Grasso.
never look. I like Grasso, but I wasn't the one claiming Grasso era. I'm
It's
trying to
Grasso era again, though.
look.
This
I'm
is the
trying to
second
find
round of the
Grasso
Grasso.
era people.
They abandoned me though.
Yeah,
They abandoned me. They left me on that island by myself when she
they
lost to
did,
Natalia
man.
Silva. They did. It's
Hmm.
all good.
Grasso era been
They
gone.
was
I was like, where
they was
y'all at, man?
see after she lost to Valentina, they didn't leave. They bought their plane tickets.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then when she lost to Natalia, they boarded that plane, bro, and they left me sitting out there by myself.
Hmm. See,
So I mean, it
I
is
swear
what it
y'all
is.
Grasso era ended. Whenever she fought Natalia Silva. No, I'm just
Ah, that was a tough fight to watch, dude. It
that
was
was
as a
tough.
Grasso fan. Yeah, as a
Yeah.
Grasso fan.
How did you pick Grasso beating Natalia Silva?
By decision.
And you were serious too, right?
Yeah, I didn't have her by stoppage. I had it by decision for sure.
Okay,
I
okay.
thought she would go out there. I thought she could go out there and outwork her, especially coming off the Valentina fights. Like it was really me trying to see how she was gonna look after coming
Hmm.
off of those Valentina fights. Like she could either look good or look bad, and she did not look so good. Like, she looked slow, she looked behind, you know what I'm
But
saying?
she
She didn't
lost
look
every round
confident.
too, right?
She lost every round. Yeah, she lost every round.
Yeah,
She lost
yeah.
every round.
30-27.
So
Dang. Hmm.
yeah, she lost every round for sure.
Yeah.
But she came back though. She bounced back though. So we'll
Oh yeah.
see.
Oh yeah. Somebody that shouldn't have called her name.
Yeah. Well, you know how these things go. We tried to tell Macy.
You duck, you ducked Aaron and walked,
I did.
and you walked your ass right into a knockout from Grasso. But
Yeah.
you wanted that Grasso fight so bad though. She wanted that Grasso fight so bad. Since her Grasso fought the first time, she wanted that fight back so bad,
Mm-hmm.
and
But
she paid for it.
she needed to get off of that though, man. She had to get off of that, man. I was just like, man, like, just you on this beautiful win streak. Go ahead and get one of these new heads. Like, dang, man. Dang. I don't even want to think about it, man. I don't even
I'm
want to think about
telling you, but it's her fault. Macy Barber, as you noticed, you ain't heard nothing from Macy Barber about nothing because she called for the fight. She
it. Oh,
begged
I
the
know.
UFC for the fight.
I know. Hey, I've been telling y'all this. I was like, that was a mistake. I was like, you better reschedule Aaron Blanchfield or call for Mignone or something like that. Get something else. Like, don't chase, the past. Like that fight done. Like you maybe get it some other time, but get something else. But she thought Grasso was, gone. Because you
She
called
did.
Grasso after losing 2 in a row too. I was like, Grasso just lost 2 in a row. I was like, why you want to fight her? Lo and behold, man, she learned the hard way.
Bro, there's two people that Macy Barber. She had to fight Grasso because there was two people that Macy Barber would not fight for nothing. She's
Aaron and
not gonna
Minot.
fight Aaron Blanchfield. She ain't gonna fight Manon Fiore. Like she's not gonna fight either one of them. So I mean, Grasso was the only one left.
Yeah, she can
Grasso was
fight.
the only one left.
Yeah. Boy, Barber and Jasmine, boy, they caught them two at the wrong time. I tell you what.
Yeah, and they did. Damn, Jasmine just Jasmine walked right into that punch, boy, and just
It was clean. That was clean.
it was clean. It was clean, but it's gonna be some. I'm gonna tell you this though about that Manon and Grasso fight. It's gonna be some clean punches landed in that fight.
Most definitely. There's gonna be some clean shots. There's gonna be
It's
some
gonna be
clean
some thug
jabs.
shots.
There's gonna be some clean jabs. There's gonna be some clean right hands. Um, I think the cleaner kicks will probably come from Manone's side, but we're gonna see some
Manon,
good
yeah.
strikes, all around. It's gonna be a good fight. Oh yeah, dang, yeah. PFL Charlotte is this Saturday too. So, Saturday or Friday? What is that?
Friday, I think.
Shea Bauer's gonna be in the area too. I did want to go to that card, man, because it's only like 4 hours away, but that junk sprung up on me, man. I can't make
It
that.
did, yeah, dude. It did, yeah, it did, it did.
Yeah, it's Friday too. Yeah, because I have the time off too, but I forgot to really like get a ticket or even head out that way. So
Yeah, it'd be like that, dude. But shit, dude, when you adulted and you working and time just gets away from you, dude. You paying attention to other stuff and it is what it is.
I tell my niece and nephew that I said, when you get older, man, time goes by fast, man.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of those nieces and nephews, man, my nephew got in his first car accident. He got his license like 2 weeks ago and already got into his first accident, but it
Oh
wasn't his
man, is he
fault.
okay?
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's fine.
Thank God.
So check this out. This past weekend, it was his birthday, right? So,
Uh-huh.
he didn't want to invite his whole family. He wanted his friends to come over.
Uh-huh.
So his friends came over, had a cookout on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So Sunday, his friends go home, Sunday, whatever. How about one of his friends took his mom's cars out, joyriding, and ran the red light and hit my nephew.
What?
My nephew got out the car. He was like, bruh. And he said he looked at it. He was like, man, that's my homeboy. That's the homeboy ran the red light and hit him.
Wow. Wow. So he took one of his cars out and went joyriding and hit your nephew.
Yes.
Dang.
Who house he was just at 24 hours ago.
Right. Who he was just at. Dang, man, that's crazy.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. So my nephew first car total. Like he had a nice little old two-door Civic. Like he was cruising, you know what I'm saying? He had his stuff together, And somebody the car ruined already, man. He more upset about his car. But I told him, I said, dude, look, his mom is my sister. I said, man, your mom gonna buy you a new car, man. I said,
most importantly is you are okay. You
Right.
know, so
Was it
just
total?
everybody. It's total, yeah, dude. It's total.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, man.
yeah, it's total. The airbags out, everything, like you
Mm.
know. But I told my nephew, I said, you got out fine. That's all that really matters, you know. So it's the word to everybody, like just be careful on this road, man. You just never know what situations are going on with these people behind these wheels. You never know what who they are, or what's going through their mind at that moment, or if they even see you. So just
Mhm.
be careful out here on this road for sure.
Oh, most definitely. Like I
Yeah,
call myself a babysitter when I drive, man, because it's
me
like I
too, dude.
babysit. You know, like
Me
I
too.
watch people nowadays, they be on their phone for like
Yep.
10, they be looking down for like a good 10 seconds on the road. 10 seconds.
Yes.
2 seconds is a long time, you know, to
Two
have your eyes off
seconds.
the road.
Yes.
You
Yep.
know, so I deal with that. People just pulling out right in front of you, going slow. It's insane, man. Like people, that's why I was kind of like debating on heading that way, like the Charlotte, because you know Charlotte got crazy
Oh,
traffic
Charlotte is
too.
crazy traffic. Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's bad in Charlotte, dude.
Mm.
You know, you from the Carolinas, you know. Yeah, it's
Oh
crazy
yeah.
in Charlotte, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I said,
Yeah.
forget that. I'm not going there. But man, shoot, we've been on here for a minute with a good show for y'all.
Yes, sir.
Was there anything else like coming up that I forgot or you need to, let
No,
us know
man,
about?
I'm just looking forward to what we talk about. I don't see too far in the future like that. I like to focus on what's getting ready to happen. You know, like I like to
Yeah.
put my
Yeah.
focus into that. So that's what I'm looking for. We got some pivotal matchups coming up. So yeah, we that's what I'm looking forward to. Is this
Mm-hmm.
um, this Suarez? I mean this Grasso and Manon, Jasmine, Aaron. Like this whole thing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to. And, I'm going to catch this other interview where Dakota was calling out Liz and see what the situation is there. Gotta make some people mad, right? We'll talk
well,
about
you
that
already
later.
know. You already know. So we gonna see. We're gonna see what happens with that. You know what I got. You know how I feel about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. On that note, yeah, Frankman just got in here. We out now, but he said I just watched the
Yes,
Ultimate
sir.
Fighter. Yeah, man. I'm
Yes,
telling you, that
sir.
Frank. Oh, Melissa Maya. Keep that name on
Yes,
radar.
sir. Yes, sir.
On that note, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, and we
Yes,
will
sir.
catch y'all in 14 days this time.
14 days, unless we decide to do a part two.
I
You just
think we
never
covered
know these
everything
days.
tonight, but we could,
Yeah.
if so, man. Real quick, you texted me the other day. Jake Chavez and Carly Judice are fighting. When do they fight? Not this weekend, right?
I don't. No, no, no. It's not this weekend. Wait a minute. It
Okay.
might be. Let me see.
Because if it is, I'd be like, damn, I had to go live for that. Somebody gonna get knocked out. No, I think it's September, right? Hold on, I don't see it on this card. Let's see, Carly Crispy Judice, August 22nd. Yeah, August 22nd.
Yeah. So it ain't far.
No. Oh yeah,
It's
yeah, because
not
she's
far
on the.
off.
You know who else is on there? Chanel Dyer and Elise Reed. So
At
yeah.
least, oh Lord. But
Don't
oh
look.
Lord,
Don't start. Don't start.
I ain't even gonna say nothing about that one. Yeah, I ain't even gonna go there. But yeah, I'm excited about that. That Carly Judice and Eunice Dubin. Let's see what Crispy do with that big flyweight, boy. So yeah, let's see.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited for that. I might have to get Crispy back on for
Oh
real.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do that, man. Go ahead and get it back on. I definitely need to be tuning in for that.
Yes, sir, for sure.
On that note, B, we'll catch you in 14 days. We out of here, man.
Yes, sir. All right, peace.
Peace.
Subscribe. Peace.